How about this? Mock draft on a Friday, building our mock draft foundation with our friends at Empire Today. You love to see it, Bo Brock.
You absolutely do. And in this little exercise, Johnny, we are going to we're gonna take advantage of the Vikings getting so many draft picks. So when it comes to the 4th overall pick, we'll trade out of this, right? And we're not gonna accept anything less than 3 first-round picks, right? 2 from this draft, and then one in the future.
Force the trade with the Vikings now. So go do the drop down with the Vikings. We'll get 11, we'll get 23, and we'll get a 2025 first rounder.
All right.
Can we take
Vikings?
Can we take the bottom thing off, or do we need to keep that on there?
What bottom thing?
Damon Dog, should we take that off, or should we leave that on?
We can just leave it, right?
Okay. You guys can see it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. If you scroll down. Perfect. Yep. And then click 4 and then force this trade.
Boop.
Beep.
Why is it? There we go. There we go. Force trade.
Yep. So
trade accepted.
Oh, wow. All right.
I forced it.
We'll go ahead and start the draft now. And again,
now we can watch it a little slower.
Yeah. So we got Caleb, Drake, Jaden, McCarthy. Wow, that's pretty realistic so far.
Yeah. I mean, Marvin went all the way to 7. Tennessee, after throwing the bag at Calvin Ridley. They've got Marvin Harrison Jr., D-Hop, and Calvin Ridley. And now the Arizona Cardinals are on the board at 11. And these are our options.
Well, I think the choice. I mean, did Dallas Turner go? Is PFF not a fan of Dallas Turner? I think that's what's happening here. So he's available.
But Dallas Turner, or as you mentioned, Byron Murphy Jr. is there.
I think that would be their pick. I would play it in the sense that Dallas Turner wouldn't be available. Where Jared Verse went, and Jared Verse is not going 9th overall. Put Dallas Turner to Atlanta or the Chicago Bears for a little bit of realism. I would say Byron Murphy, based on what we're hearing, that's the play there.
Okay. The pick is in. Byron Murphy the second.
Everybody good with that? I mean, he's flipping elite. And I saw somebody earlier, and I just want to address this. I like Jerzon Newton a lot. The Cardinals did extensive work on Jerzon Newton over the course of the college football season. With that being said, respectfully, Byron Murphy II is a better prospect than Jerzon Newton. He just is. He played at a better university. He was more consistent. Jerzon Newton's coming off an injury. And so again, if you're sitting in that position, if you're Austin Ford, like I pretty confidently say that's their DT1 in this class. You get it.
Right. And I think at 23, this is an easy pick as well. I love Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo. I think he would absolutely bolster what they want to do at the outside corner position. You couple him with Sean Murphy-Bunting, who was so impressive in his media availability yesterday. You have any problem with Quinyon Mitchell? But let's take a look. Johnny Newton, Jackson Powers-Johnson, Graham Barton, those are some intriguing guys, but you could maybe wait until 27 because it's absurd. They've got 3 first-round picks.
Where's the sex appeal? People are asking what receivers are there. Can we check on the receivers that's available?
Yeah.
So if you just click on, So these are guys you're not going to take.
Brian Thomas went, he went 20th overall.
That's tough.
That is tough.
That's tough. But again, you're trading down. You're going to have to take it in the teeth with that. Scroll down for me. I like Quinyon Mitchell. I don't love Toledo players in the first round. You know that, but he's the exception. But again, we've been doing exceptions to the rules the last couple of years. My pick would be Jackson Powers-Johnson here. I would pivot and say, let's get the best interior offensive lineman. Let's get somebody to play next to Jonah Williams. He potentially is the heir apparent to Yelda Frollo, or he's just an ass kicker at guard. I would feel more comfortable with an offensive lineman. But you decide, because cornerback isn't more of a premium position than interior offensive line. But
what's the chat saying?
The chat, people want a receiver. It's just not there. Here's the problem with this. If you take Quinyon Mitchell, you're almost assured to take an interior O lineman at 27. So, like, if Graham Barton or somebody's available, that's fine. You can go Quinyon Mitchell.
I'm going Quinyon. I like this pick. It's I think he's the best corner in this draft.
The chat one's Quinyon Mitchell. That's the right play.
Good job, Chad.
All right. Now you take Graham Barton here.
Johnny Newton continues to slide, but we got the word daddy.
Injury concerns. That's what I'm attributing it to in this mock. Graham Barton, a lot of people think he's the best guard in this prospect. I think Jackson Powers Johnson is going to go in the early 20s. So at 27, if you're able to secure a player of this caliber, it does concern me a little bit. You're going Toledo and Duke in the first round with 2 of your 3 picks. I got to look at the player over the helmet. Is Ladd McConkey still available?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Or lads.
No, I don't like that Jody says that. That's not a thing that I like. I'm concerned keep scrolling.
What position you want to? Okay.
Like I'm looking at if we take a receiver now, what's the kickback with linemen at 35? See, I'm almost in a position like I would almost go Jordan Morgan. I would almost go receiver at 27, maybe a slight reach, and then go Jordan Morgan at 35. Because I feel like if you take Graham Barton here, which is the best value pick, Ladd and Adonai Mitchell are going to be gone.
I think Barton's the pick. 6'5", 314.
Yeah, he's a monster. All right, just take him. People are
because
saying,
I think at 35 you can. I think if you roll the dice, I think you can get a good wideout at 35, and then also you've got Well,
you better hope. I mean, life comes at you fast. You don't get MHJ, and you're at 35, and it's dirt McGirt, and you got me playing receiver for you next year. But
we're gonna do something special. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do something special at the wide receiver position. Just watch. Just trust. Graham Barton, you are an Arizona Cardinal. Let's get down to 35. See our fate.
Are you trading 35 for T. Higgins? Is that what's happening?
No. I'm going to find the next T. Higgins. There's Ladd McConkey. There's that sweet baby boy. And then you've got, let's just take a look at the available wide receivers. Troy Franklin's still on the board.
Ooh, I like Troy Franklin. They didn't meet with him at the combine.
I like all these guys. Look at these guys. So it is interesting. Do you want to turn 35 into more picks? Because I think you could absolutely do so and start to really kind of, let's see what deals are on the board. So trade
Franklin,
Packers
I like
at 41.
Franklin more than McConkey.
41. It's not bad. 41, 35.
You have to go. No, that's our pick.
Ours. I got you. Thanks,
go up. You're fine.
Future third.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Get a future third from the Packers. I would offer that trade.
All right.
And then we're going to go BPA receiver.
What?
Force that trade. They'll accept that. Force that trade. They're coming up for somebody they like.
All right. Trade accepted. Let's go.
Okay. So Cardinals trade down 6 spots, and Ladd McConkey still available. See who else. I like Troy Franklin more than Ladd McConkey. Can we go Troy Franklin? Yeah. Can I have a pick? Thank you. Troy Franklin, massive size. He's a little leaner than you want. He probably is going to have to platoon, but you know what this means, everybody? I think we go receiver again at this next pick. I think we go back-to-back receiver picks. The Cardinals at 66 now. Who's available? Xavier fucking Leggett is the pick right here. Pick 63. Player 63 at pick 66. Let's get Xavier Leggett, Bo. I don't even care about who else is available. We're double dipping. We're getting an SEC ass kicker and a Pac-12 darling. I love that pick. And now we can get a little bit more specific as it relates to what kind of edge rushers are available.
All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at the edge.
Or we just get T'Vondre Sweat and pair him back up with Byron Murphy II. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, these guys are I guess you're not too far off with Booker. Not too big on a KU edge. Gabriel Murphy, I know the Cardinals have talked to, but he's down the road.
Let's look at the tackles. Let's go back to tackle.
Okay.
And see if we can just get some good value here. I think edge rusher is the position right now.
You want to get the teammates?
I want OT. Go to the offensive tackles too.
All right.
Let's look at, is there a tackle that slid? Hey, see, I like Blake Fisher.
Yeah.
I like Blake Fisher as a future right tackle after Jonah Williams. Some good depth. I don't hate that.
All right, let's do it.
I think that now hang on. When do the Cardinals pick again?
90th. So it's late in the third round.
Let's go Blake Fisher. I think this is a good move. Montez Sweat, I have worried about his conditioning, but
Devondre Sweat.
Devondre Sweat, yeah, not Montez
Oh,
Sweat.
and there's Blake Corum right for the picking right there at 90th overall. What do you think?
I think I'm off this running back class and with one of our top 6 picks. I think the Cardinals kind of showed, like, who are the Cardinals getting rid of if they take it back? They love DeMarcado. They love Michael Carter. They signed a running back. I feel like maybe they're punting on a running back here. I think the value pick is there in Corum, but are you going to get enough contributions? I mean, shit, you want to take another interior lineman? Or your boy from Rutgers?
There. Yeah, but we took Quinyon Mitchell in the first round.
I get it, but I think that's good value. What about Van Pran?
Yeah, not bad. Michael Hall's not bad.
I mean, edge rusher is just not. It's just not in the cards this year. So you're gonna have to
let's see who's there.
It ain't pretty.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you gotta pivot off that. I would say corner or interior lineman here.
All right, let's take Max Melton.
Yeah, that's the play. That's a good value pick.
Let's take a look at how we did here. Damon, any thoughts on this draft? He's silent.
Yeah, I like it for the most part. I would have done a receiver at 27 and then picked Morgan or BB maybe in the second round instead of Graham Barton.
It's probably our best mock ever that doesn't include Marvin Harrison Jr. You're getting this talent, plus you're getting a first and a third next year. All right, so let's walk through it. Byron Murphy starting day 1. Quinyon Mitchell starting day 1. Graham Barton starting day 1. And then on top of that, you get a first-round pick next year from the Vikings, which, I mean, we're not going to assume that they're bad, but, you know, TBD. The Packers pick, the third round you get from the Packers next year is probably the equivalent of like a comp pick. But again, if you were okay taking Franklin at 35 and you get him at 41, that's a star. And then scroll down for me. Troy Franklin and Xavier Leggett are playing a lot this year. Blake Fisher, you can afford the red shirt and just say, Blake, you're going to be our swing tackle. Maybe Kelvin Beacham's roster spot's in jeopardy. And then Max Melton's going to play a lot. This is the kind of scenario in which if you trade away the rights for Marvin Harrison Jr., this is the kind of haul you'd need to come away with. Because this is a star-studded draft. It would be insane. I know people aren't happy at receiver. If the Cardinals can't get production out of Troy Franklin and Xavier Leggett, then something's wrong with the team.